let's say you are under employment, so we will ask, how much your monthly salary? If let's say like you are running your own business, okay, how much the income tax that you declare for a years, the latest years?
So you don't see monthly if I'm running a business.
Yeah.
You see the income tax
The
that
income
I
tax.
submit
Correct.
every year. Okay. Right, hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to Connecting the Dot, where we unravel the complexity of real estate in Malaysia. And I'm your host today, Jonathan Quack. And today we have a very special guest in the studio room today. And let's welcome Joseph Hong.
Hi everyone, this is Joseph here.
Right, Joseph is a very important person when it comes to real estate transactions. I personally worked with you for a few years already.
Yeah, a few years.
And I must say this, Joseph, you are one of the person that I can trust, and you're very responsive and very helpful, not just to me, but to all my clients. I wanted to say this to you.
All right, thanks for working with you. It is great. Okay, great experience. Okay, so looking forward. Okay.
Thank you for being the business together with us, You're not just helping me myself personally. You also help the team. We have Anita, Max, Shen, Evelyn, and Suli. I think you've been very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So now, really thanks for coming. And I thought today we want to have these sessions and just talk about financing, because that's where your specialties is.
Yes.
And I think when it comes to financing, it can be very confusing also, because a lot of people don't know how financing works and what is the best for them. And I think you have the experience and expertise in this area. So why don't we start with about your background? Let's share a little bit about your background, about your career, and how do you become a banker today?
Okay, sure. Okay, actually, I'm the mortgage consultant. Okay, I'm from Ideal Mortgage Specialist.
Ideal.
Yeah, so I've been in these industries about 8 years. Okay, so before I become a mortgage consultant, I'm a fresh grad. Okay, fresh grad. But my major studies in banking finance lah.
Okay.
So it means that when the times I step into universities, so actually I have a very clear directions, and I want to go into the banking industry.
Really?
Yes.
The moment you graduate, you already clear want to go into banking industry.
Yeah, correct. Okay, but of course, not sure in what positions lah. Okay, so but before I go into these mortgage segments, I plan to go to operations departments. Okay, so doing some back ends things lah. So but after that, one days, when the times, I go back to hometowns lah. So together with my brothers. Okay. So my brothers was in these industries.
Oh, so you both work together?
Yes, work together. So he's doing well. So then during the times he was asking that, hey, actually you have any plans on your futures? So I told him about my plans lah. I plan to go into the banks, to operation departments, because I'm that kind of person I want to be stable.
You want to be stable?
Yeah, stable guys lah. So but these like sales and marketing industries, right? So also doing a consulting job. So before that, I was wondering I can do well in these industries, but because of this, I felt that as a mortgage consultant, it's really helping people. Because instead of I get into the banks. Actually, everything is based on just a single banks, to provide the solution, to provide the advice to the clients. But as a mortgage consultant, I can base on the client's needs. Based on client's needs and based on the client's profile to see which banks can give the most suitable package to them.
Right. So when you first in this industry, did you join a bank or you join a consultancy firm?
I joined in directly to the consultancy firm. Actually it's out of my plans. But before that, I thought it's come and explore. But right now it's already about 8 years.
So what I'm hearing, I mean, for education purposes, what I'm hearing is that, so one is if you're attached to one particular specific bank, so when the client comes to you, you have only one package to give to this client. Whereas if you are a mortgage consultant, that you will help these clients to compare different packages,
Yes.
and then you will need to understand the client background
Yep.
and their profile so that you know what is the best for the client. Is
Exactly.
that what I'm trying to say?
Yes, correct.
Oh, all right, right. That sounds very interesting, man.
Yeah, so that's about the position as a mortgage consultants lah. So
Okay.
what we are doing.
So is this your first full-time job?
Consider yes, but before that, I was work as a part-timers. Yeah.
Okay, well, as a part-timer. So
Yeah.
this one is more like a first full-time job, and
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
been doing well, Joseph.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you for sharing about your background. So I think let's dive into some important topic. Now we know that we are real estate negotiators. You know, we help seller to sell their properties. We help buyers to buy the properties. Now your position is very important in this transaction, in this whole entire journey, because not everyone in Malaysia buy cash. Right.
Exactly.
So a lot of people they need loan and they want to leverage the bank loan lah. So I understand that in Malaysia, first and second home buyers they can get up to 90% loan margin. Now, when a buyer decided to buy a property because of a different season of life, then suddenly they feel that, hey, I need to buy a property. Now, what they need to pay attention to when it comes to buying a property? They should look for a property first, or they should check their financing first. Well, what is the right way to do it, Joseph?
Okay. Actually, I agree that nowadays, actually, many people's when they buy properties, they will look for loan, because in the previous times, many people will think that you get the loan from the banks, actually you are paying a lot of interest to the banks.
Yeah.
That's true, but then because nowadays, because of social medias, because of educations, many people know that what is leverage. So that's why nowadays many people go for loans, in order to get their properties. So for the properties, I mean when the people want to buy a properties, the process actually, for my opinions, should look for the property first, or check the loans first, or understand the person's financial profile. For me, I give an examples. Actually I have a case study here. I have a clients looking for properties in Bandar Utama. Yeah, Bandar Utama. So the price during the times is about 1.2 millions. 1.2 millions, but the market value there actually is up to about 1.4 to 1.5 million.
1.2 million and the market value is 1.4. Okay.
Yes. During time. So these are good deals, right? So these clients, already look for properties quite sometimes, about 8 to 10 properties lah. So at the end, these clients found these properties. It's a businessman lah. So he see the price, everything is good, and the conditions is well. The owners want to sell it fast. So then at the same time, there are few different buyer is looking for that units. It's quite competitive lah. So that's why the clients are on the spot. Place a booking. Tell the real estate negotiator, the agents, to arrange for the bookings, everything. But during these times, right, once he places the bookings, then the bookings, the booking form, the letter offer, the owners not allowed to put in the conditions subject to loan approval. Yeah, so it means that the loans reject, the booking will be forfeited.
So basically, the seller doesn't care whether you buy cash or you get loan.
Yeah.
The sales must go through lah.
Yes, correct. Correct. So that's why during the times, right, because the owners know that he's selling below market value. At the same time, got different buyers there. So he don't want to put the clause there lah. So but the buyers, the clients, is very confident on his profile. But once he placed the booking, then there is a problem here. Started here. So because businessmen, right, I believe lah. Many businessmen didn't declare enough for their tax.
Didn't do it properly.
Yes, didn't do it properly. So that's why.
Is it a Sdn Bhd or enterprise one?
Yeah, Sdn Bhd. Sdn Bhd. Didn't do well on the tax arrangements lah. So at the end, actually based on his profile, just can get for about 800,000 loan. So, but the price is about
1.2.
1.2. 90% will be about 1.08. So it means that the shortfall, the 200 to 300,000. So these clients have to fall out. But these clients don't have sufficient money to pay for it. So that's why at the end, because of this, okay, so the booking get forfeited.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so yeah, we have tried a different way, okay, but in terms of the income tax and also the company bank statement, is not enough to cover everything. Some more, these client don't have any person to join him. Yeah, so yeah, at the end, the deposit, okay, is get forfeited.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
there's an importance. Okay, there's an importance when a person want to buy a properties, right? So my advice is, okay, to understand the financial profile first, your financial positions, how much the range you can go for.
Yeah, like how much you can get from the bank.
Get from the banks. Okay. So that will be safer. At the same time, it can be more effective. Because when you look for properties, right, of course you can have ideas, okay, which area you want to look for, and then which property types, okay, you prefer. So, but at the same time, you have to understand, okay, your profile can go for how much. So that would be better.
Now I got a question. So assuming that based on what you just say, and I don't want to have that kind of risk of losing my earners deposit, definitely I need to check my profile first. Let's say I follow your advice. So if today I come to you and say, hey Joseph, I'm interested, I want to buy a property.
Okay.
So how much loan I can get? So what kind of information or what kind of question you will ask me so that you will help me to check?
Okay, normally what we will ask, okay, actually is like, okay, right now you are workings, okay, you are under employment or you are self-employed. Self-employed is like running an enterprise business or Senyamba business. So this is the first thing. Then the second thing is how much your monthly income.
My monthly income.
Yeah,
okay.
monthly income. Actually we will get for this let's say you are under employment. So we will ask how much your monthly salary. If let's say like you are running your own business, okay, how much the income tax that you declare for a years, the latest years.
So you don't see monthly if I'm running a business.
Yeah.
You see the income tax submit
Correct.
every year. Okay.
Correct. Because we will base on the income tax, the declared income, there's an annual income, so we will divide by 12, okay, to make it for monthly. Yeah. So there's part of it. Of course, we will look for the company bank statement as well, the transactions. So there's also the key things, okay, for the self-employed. Yeah, because the banks, they will see that, okay, based on your income tax, you declare that amount. Okay, for example, your earnings for 100,000 per annum.
Yep.
Okay, but your company's transaction didn't reflect or didn't match with your income tax. Yeah. So the banks, they need to know why this happens. Because some like business like hawkers. Hawker actually is their business. Yes, their cash business. So that's why company transaction is not that maybe active or strong. So there's
a problem there.
There's a problem there. But actually, it's the banks that still acceptable for this kind of business because they know that how the business model run for this kind of business nature. Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. And then at the same time, we will ask about the commitments. What kind of commitments you have? Okay. But the commitments we are referring is like those loans from the banks. Yeah, not like the monthly expenses or like on the insurance, okay, or the pocket monies, okay, or for the families.
Right. So it's the repayment to the bank.
Correct.
And that you consider as a commitment.
Yes.
So
correct.
anything that is extra, not to the bank, like to your girlfriend, to your mom, to your Wi-Fi, Unify.
Yes.
All these are not
entertainment costs not considered.
Consider a commitment in your financing point of view.
Correct.
So you just want to calculate the commitment to the bank.
Yeah.
Like, do you have what kind of loan?
Housing loans.
Okay.
Car loans, personal loans, or even credit cards.
Okay.
Yeah, but credit cards, we will base on the outstanding to calculate for 5% lah.
Based on the outstanding, you calculate for 5%.
Yeah,
so
5%.
for example, if the credit limit is 10,000, and that person use up 5,000, and then how do you calculate that?
We base on the 5,000 and get for the 5%. Means that it's 250 lah.
So that one is considered a monthly commitment.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So there's about the commitments lah. But at the same time, we also will calculate for the PTPN. Some people will ask, PTPN not from the banks. Why need to put in as a commitments? Okay, there's rules from the Bank Negara since 2015. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're not paying, then you will go into the go into a secret or go into a commitment. How does it
The
work?
secrets will show that there is a late payments there.
Okay.
So some banks they will have this concern. Okay, they will ask for the settlements lah on the late
Right.
payments. Yeah.
Correct. So for those people who want to buy properties and then you have a PTPTN you haven't settled yet, okay, please go ahead and do it because it's your responsibility to clear the PTPTN loan.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Advised to do so lah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you just reminded me when I first bought my first property, I got a PTPTN issues.
Yeah.
Really, to a level that I think everyone should take personal responsibilities. You must know after you graduate, you must know how much money you get from PTPTN, and then when you started working that time, please pay back lah. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember when I first bought the properties, the banker come and tell me that hey, you have outstanding on PTPTN. I got a shock. I said, I don't know when I should start paying, you know, but I think everyone should take personal responsibility.
Yeah,
When you got a PTPTN, clear it.
Yes.
If you don't clear it, they will put it into your secrets and then it will affect your scoring, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the repayment record will affect the scorings. Yeah, even though PTPTN. But PTPTN for the banks, okay, they will not that strict as looking for other banks lah. Other loans. Because like if let's say you have a car loan, housing loan, you have a late payments like more than 2 months, 3 months. Okay, actually there is quite serious issues for the banks. Yeah, but for PTPTNs, I ever see that the late payments up to 120 months.
Oh my
means
God.
that about 10 years. Yeah.
And then how?
At the end, we managed to do so because managed to get the loans for the clients. It's because the banks, okay, they understand. Okay, many people
not
is not
strict
paying.
on this lah.
Not strict as this on this. So just settle the late payments. Okay, then the bank they offer the loan.
I see. But if you have late payment on other facilities, for example, like car loan, housing loan, personal loan,
Yep.
if there is a late payment, actually reflect your paying behavior, right?
Yes,
so the
correct.
bank will see you as a very risky person. You know, you don't pay, repayment on time, and then not a trustworthy person. How can I give you more loan? Is that
Correct.
they would think that way? Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. So that's why when we ask the information from the client, so the first thing we will ask about the incomes and commitments information. At the same time, we need to refer the secrets. So for us, normally, before the clients place the bookings or they look for unit, okay, we will do the secret checking, okay, secrets and CTOS checking, so we can do all the pre-assessment. Yeah, so we check on the repayment records because all these will affect the approval. Many people will think that I have my incomes and my commitments, I think no problems to get the loan. But repayment record got issue, actually this also will be the challenge lah.
Right. So I think what I'm hearing you is that I just break it down two parts. I think the first part, assuming that today I want to buy property, and based on your advice, go and check your loan first.
Yeah.
Then only you look for property so that you can make the whole real estate viewing appointment more intentional.
Yeah.
So you make your searching the property searching journey is a lot more intentional lah.
Yeah.
So based on what you just say, if I come to you, you will ask me about my income, right? Whether I'm underemployed or I'm self-employed. Ask me about income. You ask me about commitment.
Yep.
These two things, is it because you want to calculate my DSR?
Exactly.
All right. So what is the healthy ratio of DSR?
Okay, it depends on the income. Okay, but generally will be 70%. 70% means that the commitments cannot over your income more than 70%. If let's say more than 70%, we consider burst lah. So we have to look for a different way. Like, is there any additional income? Like for example, underemployment, there is a bonus every year, right? So bonus will be the additional income to reduce down this DSR.
All right. So what is DSR?
DSR, debt service ratio. Okay, this is the methods. Okay, for all the banks to do the calculation. Okay, to see whether the clients, okay, the borrowers able to afford the monthly commitments and the loans they're applying for.
All right. So anything that is below 70%, you are considered within the guideline.
Yeah.
Under DSR. If
Correct.
anything that is above the 70%, then depending on your income level.
Yes, correct.
So if you are earning, let's say, more than 10,000, I believe your DSR is higher.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, can up to like maybe 80,
Okay.
85%. Yeah. So some banks can give highest is 90%.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. But what is the income level then? If they
Yeah,
are allowed to
about
give.
more than 10,000 also can make it.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So let's back to here. So the first part one, you will do, you will ask income and commitment
Yep.
to check the DSR, and the
Correct.
part two, you will check their secrets.
Yes, correct.
Just to make sure there's no late payment, your
Correct.
scoring is good. So if these two things are positive, what does it mean?
That means the chance to get the loans basically is no any issue lah. Because when we do the assessments, right, actually is we refer to the incomes profile, okay, and also the credit records. Actually, it means that both, everything is okay, then the chances to get the loan is up to 95%. Yeah, why I can say it's 100% is because there is a bank scoring system. Okay, the bank scoring system we have to submit in first. Okay, key in all the data. Okay, all the information inside. Then the system will generate the scoring. So this one has to refer back the system. Yeah. So after we conclude, okay, the deals. Okay, we get the booking forms, get the properties details. Yeah. So then we only can. Yeah,
All
run the
right.
scorings.
Okay, okay. Now I'm very clear. So if I come to you, you help me to check if my DSR is okay, if my scoring is good,
Yep.
and then you'll be able to tell me that, hey, you are able to get up to 500,000 or 800,000 or 1 million
Correct.
loan. Then with that is clear, then I will go and find my property.
Yes, correct.
All right. So
Yeah.
by doing so, you can avoid losing earnest deposit lah. You
Yeah.
know? Because maybe just a little bit context here. You know, we are real estate negotiators, and most of the seller, they actually don't prefer put the additional cost subject to loan approval.
Yep.
Right. So it also means that if today, let's say you are the seller, I'm the buyers, right? I want to buy your properties, and I haven't done my homework yet. I just like your house. And then I will just, put in the earnest deposit, and I will put the additional cost that's subject to loan approval. Immediately, your property will be off the market.
Yep.
All right. So meaning to say, you are bound to the contract that you are not able to sell to other people,
Yep.
but you need to wait for me to get the bank loan.
Yeah.
So if today I'm unable to get the bank loan, I will come to you and say, hey, I cannot get the bank loan, and then you need to refund my earnest deposit, and then you put your property back to the market.
Yeah.
Actually, this process, right, create a lot of damage to the properties, because the market will think that, oh, there must be something wrong about this house that nobody want. That's why the property back to the market. So I think a lot of seller right now, they actually don't prefer subject to loan approval clause.
Yep.
Because it's really a waste of time if you have not done so. So what we normally do is that as a real estate negotiators, right, we will talk to the clients and say, if the client decided to buy a property, we'll always ask, have you checked your loan? So some of the client will say that, oh, I'm very confident because I've checked already. Then we'll proceed to place the earnest deposit and sign the paperwork.
Yep.
Some are very scared because they really don't know about whether how's the bank work, how does it work. I think today your sharing is really important, that you talk about your part one, you check the DSR, part two, you check the scoring, you check the secrets report, and I think they should look for you, Joseph.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that one is important. Now let's quickly move on to about some of the creative financing. I understand that at this moment there are home buyers pinpoint when they are looking for properties, and one of pinpoint is the transaction cost, which is the cost of transaction. Why not, Joseph, you can share a little bit about what are the pinpoint that you see some of the borrowers that you've been servicing, and what are the costs that they are the home buyer are looking about.
Okay, based on my experience, actually, many people when they look for properties, okay, they face some challenge. The first thing is about the loan. Okay, maybe they not understand about their profiles. Okay, so whether they can afford the loan they is going to applying for. Okay, or some they have confidence, but actually maybe their profile can go for highest. Yeah, after they go through all the assessment. This is the first thing. Okay, the second thing is about the costing. Okay, once they know their loans have no problem, then the second thing will be the costing issue. Buy property have to pay a lot of money, have to spend certain costs for like lawyer fees, right, SMPs, and also loan agreement and valuation fees. So the estimated cost will be about 5% of the purchase price.
So assuming that today I buy a property that is 1 million, and you're saying that the additional cost of paying the MOT, which is the memorandum of transfer,
yes, correct,
the legal fees on SMP and also the loan, and also the valuation fees, and what else?
Yeah, basically these three, and also like mortgage protections. Mortgage protection is as like MRTAs, MLTAs, yeah, all
Okay.
these housing insurance.
So add up together, you're talking about 5%.
Yeah.
So if the property is 1 million, 5% is about
50,000.
50,000.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So some
okay.
people will have a concern on this. Okay. So okay, on these costings issues, right? Okay, from okay, as a mortgage consultant, okay, from a bank financing, actually is how we can solve this issue. Actually, is the bank, they have some package, okay, that can help the borrowers, okay, to settle on all these fees, okay, or this costing issue. Okay, actually the first thing is like just like I mentioned, like the S&Ps, okay, MOTs, right? MOTs and also loan agreement valuation fees. There are certain banks that can include the loan agreement and valuation fees into the bank. Not all the banks that can do so, but there are certain banks that can do it. Yeah. So once they include it means that they reduce the burdens, okay, for the borrowers to pay for these fees.
Okay. So
Okay.
they don't need to pay the money up front.
Yes,
That's one of
upfront.
the biggest problem that most of
Yeah.
the borrower have lah. You know,
Correct.
well, suddenly I need to pay extra 50,000.
Yeah.
But what you're trying to say is that there are certain banks that you can help them to finance everything into loan.
Yes, correct. So we can put into the loan, so make it as a repayment, okay,
Okay.
to the banks. Okay. Then the second thing is maybe some of the I mean peoples, they know that loan agreement and valuation fees I know can include in. Okay, but there is another part. Is an interesting part. The MOT actually also can include inside.
Okay.
Yeah, MOT can include. Actually, I can say is among all the banks in Malaysia, basically just about 2 banks they can do so, because MOT is part of the one of the largest costs in the property transactions.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
The
so-
government also revised the percentage also a
Yeah,
few years ago.
Correct. So that's why the MOT actually can include inside to the loan as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the interesting parts. Yeah. Not many banks can do it, but there are some banks that can do so.
Right. So basically, one of the thing is that if some of the home buyer out there, when they want to buy property, typically we know that we need to pay the MOT.
Yep.
Right. Typically we know
Yep.
that. But today there is a suggestions that you were saying that there are 2 banks. Not all banks will be able to finance MOT, but only 2 banks
Yep.
will be able to finance MOT in. So meaning to say the home buyer don't need to pay that much lah.
Yep.
So is that a limit or to finance MOT? They will finance 100% or they will finance 50%?
Okay, they could finance up to 100%.
Okay.
But then, the banks, they have requirements there. Okay, for first housing loans and second housing loan can up to 90%. When it comes to the third housing loans, it's 70%. So in order to include all these fees inside, must be first and second housing loans owner. Okay, if let's say that person is a third housing loan and above, actually cannot include all these fees inside.
Okay,
Okay.
only the first and second.
Correct, but there are some things later I'm going to share lah. Okay, so but for this to include the legal fees, everything, the MOT is for first and second housing loans owner.
Okay, so what happen if I sell one property already and now I only got one housing loan? Can I still enjoy that?
Yeah, still enjoy that because it's
Okay.
based on how much the numbers of housing loan that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, not
okay.
based on the number of properties or how many properties you own before.
That sounds very good, Joseph.
Yeah.
So do all your clients go ahead to get this kind of package, or it depends?
It depends. Okay, not
Okay.
all the clients, but this package actually assisted many peoples, okay, to get their loans because they're able to pay the repayments, the monthly repayments, no issue. But the issue is the costing. They have to because when you buy a properties, you have to pay all these fees, and then you have to spend cost on renovations, down payments. So this can be a relief lah for them on the cash flow.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are good things and the bad things here. I have met clients who are cash rich.
Yep.
You know, of course, these kind of things they don't like loans.
Yep.
Right. They say, the valuation fees, MOT legal fees, I can pay upfront. Why do I want to finance everything into the loan and then pay 35 years
Yeah.
or 30 years, right? So some people they think that way. No right, no wrong. Some people they just started. They may not have enough cash, but they need to start somewhere, right? And then if they pay everything, then it will affect their cash flow.
Yep.
So they will go for this option first, and then maybe along the journey they can pay more than their repayment. If they have extra money or bonuses, they'll try to pay more to lower down the loan amount, and also to reduce the interest lah.
Yes,
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
So there's no right or wrong.
Yep.
It really depends on what is your current situation,
Yep.
and then you will advise accordingly lah.
Yep.
All right. Good. Anything want to add on before we move on to the next one?
Yeah, okay. There is okay. Furthermore, for back to the legal fees part, okay, the financing on that. So actually, the maximum capping is 90%, okay, plus 5%. So the 5%, the banks allowed to include the MOTs, okay, and also the loan agreements, okay, lawyer fees, and also the valuation fees. Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
I see. All right. Now, thank you for sharing about this. Now, the other questions that most of the buyer will ask is interest rate the most important element they should look at? Now, everyone look for the lowest interest rate in the market. So maybe you can share a little bit about what is the interest rate in Malaysia, and if today I'm a home borrower, what are the things that I need to pay attention to when it comes to a financing package?
Okay, right. So right now the interest rates average is about 3.85 to 3.9. Okay, 3.85 to 3.9. Okay, actually can go for lowest 3.8%. Okay, 3.8%. So that is the lowest rate in the markets now, but there's subject to the borrower's profiles lah. Okay, because you have to refer to the DSRs, okay, and also the secrets and also the scorings. So that is the average rate in the markets now. Okay, so but interest rate, okay, I can say is part of the package. Okay, when you make the decisions, okay, which package you want to go for. Okay, but there is, for me, okay, there is not the only things. Okay, because when we looking for rates, okay, there is just a rate, but we are looking for the whole package. Okay. Why I say so? Because actually there are some things, okay, I need to add on for the costing part, which is some clients, okay, they look for some maybe additional fundings, okay, for renovations. Actually, right now there are certain banks that can offer renovation loan.
Okay.
Yeah, renovation loan can up to like 10 to 30% of your purchase price. Yeah, of your purchase price. So it means that, for example, 1 million, okay, purchase price can get up to 100,000 to 300,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's also another new package, okay, from the banks, okay, offered to the clients which is looking for renovation loan. So yeah, okay, but these renovation loans, right, the rate, okay, will be slightly higher. Okay. Maybe 3.9% or maybe slightly higher 4%. Okay. But if let's say the clients, okay, or that persons want to look for a renovation loan, but the rate is slightly higher, do you think they will go for that package or go for the 3.8% package?
So the buyer objective is to get loan from the bank to do renovation.
Yeah, correct.
So this buyer achieved the objective already, but the rate is higher.
Yeah.
I think this purchaser renovating the house is more important.
Yeah.
I will feel that. Okay.
Correct. So it depends on what the clients or what the person want. Yeah, their needs is what. So like this kind of renovation loan, okay, actually is many people's, okay, if let's say they're maybe short of money, okay, to do the renovation, they will go for it instead of they just look for the interest rate. So that's why there's about the whole package. Yeah, so that's the thing.
So chop there. Now renovation loan. So the bank will categorize into one as a housing loan, or that person will have two different facilities?
That will be under the housing loan. There's a same loan.
It's the same loan?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so meaning to say once the transaction, the bank disperse money, the bank will pay the seller money.
Yep.
And then the renovation loan, for example, is 100,000, then the bank will pay, you give it to me lah.
Okay, the renovation loan, they will pay it to the contractor. Because, okay, let's say, for example, I want to get a renovation loan. Okay, so I'm looking for 200,000. Okay, so I get from the bank. But at the end, when the bank, they disperse money, they have to refer the quotation.
Okay.
They have to refer the quotation. Let's say the quotation show that the total amount is, let's say, 150,000. So the banks, before they disperse the money, they will revise, the renovation loan to 150,000. So they will disperse this money to the
Directly to the contractor, to the
contractor.
company lah.
Yes, correct.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
I see. That's very interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Okay.
I just case studies lah. Recently, I have a client, buying a bungalow. Okay, so but he prefer to keep his monies, for renovation.
Okay.
Okay. And also for business investment, everything. But then he asked me one thing. Hey, right now, since the banks they offer for these renovation loans, right? If let's say I want to build a swimming pool,
Okay.
swimming pool, is it possible to add into the renovations loans? So actually the answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the client say, hey, that's good. Okay. So I will build the swimming pool. You just help me to financing the cost.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he preferred to use the money for other purpose because he's a businessman. He want to use for business
Right.
purpose, for investment purpose. Yeah, because for the banks, the interest rate is just 4%, but on the business return, actually is can maybe more than that.
Correct.
Yep.
I truly feel that this kind of financing, this kind of initiative is really good for the market. You know, the market that we are serving right now in PJ, in Oak Klang Road, in Bangsa, Damansara Heights, these are the area. And most of the houses, they are, I mean, it's a nice area, good location, but some of the houses are old already.
Yep.
And even some of the houses that we're trying to sell, they are 30 years old, 40 years old. And with the financing like this, right, it's truly helped the buyers a lot.
Yep.
Because if you're able to, finance the renovation loan in, then upfront cash, they don't need to pay more. But it really depends on their profile.
Yes, correct.
Right? So if they really need... So if the concern... if for people who are listening right now, for those of you are home buyers or probably investor, that you're looking to buy or invest a property and you worry about renovation, I think the solution today will not stop you investing or buying.
Yep.
Right? Because you are able to finance it.
Correct.
Right? Okay, that's very good, very good information that I get from you today, Joseph.
Yeah.
Right, so let's back to the financing.
Okay,
Right,
sure.
financing package. You were saying that interest rate is not the only one.
Yep.
It really depends on your objective.
Yep.
If the renovation is important to you, but the rate is higher,
Yeah.
you won't care so much, but
Yep.
you'll go ahead and renovate.
Yep.
Okay, and what else?
Okay. Then there are the second things. Okay, which is about the flexi loan.
Okay.
There is a semi and full flexi. Okay, because for these two type of package, right? Okay, actually the difference is about the withdrawal process. Both also can put in more to save the interest, but the difference is about the withdrawal process. So for semi-flexi, when you want to withdraw the monies, right? Okay, so you have to inform the bank. Okay, you have to inform the bank or
Go to the counter.
Yes, go to the counter. Some banks are some traditional banks lah, but some banks they can do it online, but then have processing times about maybe 1 to 3 days, 3 working days. So every time you withdraw the money, then there is withdrawal fees about 25 ringgit or 50 ringgit, depends on the banks. Okay, then there is a minimum withdrawal amount like 5,000, 1,000, 2,000. So there are some restriction for semi-flexi. Okay. When it comes to a full flexi don't have this kind of restriction. You want to withdraw the money, you can withdraw anytime. Okay. At the same time, you want to withdraw, let's say, 1 ringgit or 10 ringgit, 100. It's up to you. There's no restriction on that. And then there's no any withdrawal fees. You withdraw the money, you can do it anytime. Then there is no any fees.
Right.
But then there is a charges. Okay, for every month is about 10 ringgit.
Every month.
10 ringgit. Okay, so a year is about 120 lah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there is a setup fees for 200. Yeah. So why I mentioned this package because these another things will affect the decisions when you choose the package. Okay, because you see, some cash rich person, okay, they have enough cash. Okay, maybe they can buy a properties. Okay, with full cash. Okay, but they want to go through the loans is because they want to leverage their cash flows, right? So in these situations, you see, full flexi loans, their rate might be slightly higher. It could up to maybe 4%. Okay, but some banks they could still get for lower, but I just make it for average 4%. Semi flexi is about 3.85%. So for this kind of clients, you see, today once they okay, start to pay the loan. Actually, they can 100% to maybe pay off, okay, or they can put into the loan to offset all the interest. So in these situations, Jonathan, do you think the interest rate is important for this kind of clients?
Now, I remember we closed one case recently, the Ling Bungalow house. And this buyer told me that, John, I specifically look for a full flexi loan. Now, why not, since you are here, why not you can share with everyone, I won't mention the client's name or whatever. What is the objective of these clients that specifically look for full flexi loan? What do you think he's trying to do?
Okay.
And he's willing to pay a little bit higher interest rate.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually there's a reason deal lah, okay, between us. Okay. So, okay, that clients, okay, the intention to get the full flexi loan is because actually he have monies lah, okay, in the account. So actually his plan is after start for the loan, okay, start to pay the loans, right? Actually he plan to 100% to put in the money into the account to offset all the interest. Okay, why he don't want to pay in cash for these properties? Because he want to use the money for other investment. Because these clients do a lot of investment in shares, other place, okay, share, unit trust, okay, or even properties. Okay, so in this situation, actually the rate is highest. Okay, some other bank is offering 3.8% for him, but at the end he choose for full flexi package with a higher rate. Is because once he put in the money inside, actually the rate, there is no any interest cost there, so the rate is not the key concern for him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's why there's a importance about the package instead of the rate. Yeah, rate is important, but then when we see the whole package, then we need to back to the things is that is this package is the package that I want.
Correct.
Yeah.
So again, boils down to your objective. What do you want to achieve, right?
Yeah.
So this person is very clear that he know that I need to leverage on the bank loan.
Correct.
I'm not gonna pay every cash from my pocket just to buy a property, and then there's no cash that can reinvest or use. So he get a full flexi loan. He put all the money there. He did not pay off, but he put all the money there, offset the interest, and whenever he need it, then he will just withdraw the money.
Yes. Yeah.
On.
Correct.
Right, cool. Now let me quickly move on to the last part. It has been very interesting. Now, what is one of the most challenging case that you have ever done?
Wow. Okay. In my past years experience, I have one case is very memorable. Okay, because why? Because that case spent for about 2 to 3 months time. 2 to 3 months. There is I can say the longest time lah. Okay, for me to complete the loans. Okay, for the clients. Okay, the situation is like this. These are businessman clients lah. Okay, about the age is about 40 plus, about 40, if not mistaken, about 45. During the times because that case about a few years ago. So actually he owned entertainment companies, okay, in Malaysia as well as in other country, yes, overseas lah. But for the past 20 years, actually these clients is based in other country. Other country. Okay, he's still Malaysian, but then he's based in other countries. So in Malaysia, actually he don't have any facilities. Okay,
very clean.
Yes, very clean. So we call as a clean secrets lah. Okay, clean secrets, it means that you don't have any commitments, okay, or repayment record in Malaysia, even though before, yes, but then it's already settled. So that's the first thing. So okay, actually this is the first problem because when the age of 40, more than 40, if let's say you still don't have any repayment record in your secrets, actually there is a problem. The banks that might reject the case, or they will give a lower margin. So this first challenge here for this case. The second thing is because this client before have bankruptcy issue.
Okay.
Bankruptcy issue. So bankruptcy issue actually is if let's say you release a discharge, okay, more than 2 years, then it's fine. But you see, you have a bankruptcy issue, then you are clean record now. So the banks are unable to justify your characters or your repayment behavior. Okay, so there's another challenge there. Then the third issue is because these clients before that got credit cards. But this credit card, because every year have an annual fees. Okay, many people they apply the credit card just okay, keep it aside. Okay, in case want to use use the credit card, then they use it. But in this case, right, because that clients already go to others country, reside there, for quite number of years lah. So the credit cards every have an annual fees.
Yes.
He didn't pay it.
Okay.
About 3 credit cards there. So after 6 months, then these 3 credit cards fall under a special attention account.
Okay.
Special attention account, it means that if let's say the loan is more than late payments are more than 6 months, will fall under this this account. So once you have this record in these special attention accounts, I can say about 99% you cannot get the loans lah. It's very challenging because there's about the repayment issue. So from there, there's about the commitments and repayments issue lah. Then another thing is because businessmen income tax didn't do
same thing.
Same issue. So didn't do well. So but these clients they he got a very strong points which is net worth. He has a high net worth, so more than $1 million, $2 million. So at the end, so I advise how to settle it, which is a special attention account. I asked him to go with the bank to ask the banks to cancel it. Settle the annual fees and cancel it, and then provide the settlement letters. And then it's about the discharge on the bankruptcy, everything's provide the documents, and also provide all the net worth documents. So in this situation, actually I can say everything is out of the bank guideline. But if let's say you have some things, like net worth, like in terms of savings, or you have asset, so you can show to the banks, actually there's a chance to get the loan. But of course it's a bit out of standards lah. So that's why that case spent about 2 to 3 months time. But at the end managed to get the deal done. So the client also very appreciated it.
Wonderful. This is the things that I like to work with you, Joseph, because you will go above and beyond, and you will take challenging case and look for solution. But most importantly, the borrowers have to work, cooperate with you.
Exactly.
If they really want to get the loan, cooperate with you, you always provide the solution. So sometimes getting loan is not that straightforward. You truly need some wisdom and guidance into this entire process. Right, so finally, what is your top advice or your advice for the home borrowers that they're thinking of buying a properties and they want to get loan? What is your top advice for them?
Based on my past experience lah, I can give everyone's advice is be prepared. Be prepared. They will make things effective and will be easier.
Be prepared, as in check your loan first.
Because when the times if let's say you want to buy a properties, then you didn't do well prepared, so you found a unit, but at the end you found that when you buy a properties you have to spend all these costs, and then you're not sure whether your loans can get these properties or not. So that's my advice: be prepared.
All right, fantastic. Today I think this episode is really, really informative, very insightful, and I'm so glad that you join us and to share about the knowledge with all our audience. And for those of you who are looking for a property, be prepared. Do your homework first. Once you have done, Joseph say, you can get 2 million loan, you can buy a property. Then the next thing is not look for property first, look for us first. And then we will help you to get the dream home. All right. So thank you for coming, Joseph. It's really great, and we've come to the end, and we look forward to see you next time. And thank you for listening, all the audience. I will see you next time. See ya. Bye.